enjoyed the tournament. It's been so many fun sets to watch.
I love that. How does it compare to back home?
More explosive, like the advantage state in the general European scene. Like, we have to look at the general image now. It's not just the British one, but seeing the Brits compete, we see Robbie AK-47 getting up towards the top level, now eliminated before the loser semis. Solo progressing to the loser semis where it's going to meet Rage, the Bayonetta.
We've got no Brits in the top 4. We've got two Swedes, a Finn, and a Dutchman.
The way it's supposed to be. The way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we just can't stack up, can we? They're too good.
Shout out to the Nordics, of course. We see Solo on the Sora, though. We saw it in the set against Robbie as well. He's most known for his Sora, Solina, and Luma, but that Sora can move.
It can. It was looking dominant. I've never seen a Sora beat Robbie like that in that like sort of dominant fashion. Oh boy. I'm surprised he went Sora against Rage here. Maybe it's just because it's a fun local.
Yeah.
But I feel like Rage is going to really do a number on it when he gets going. He can do a lot when he gets a hit.
Yeah, it's a fun local, right? We see Lancelot and Mixtape gentlemaning to a random Ditto in the winners final. Like, people have just come from regions where they were bloody serious all the time. They want to be a little bit more chill now, but Rage doesn't seem to have any chill at the moment as he evaporates the first stock of Solo.
Very good stuff from him. And now with a bit of Rage at his disposal, Rage can do a lot if he gets that, like a juicy combo starter if he's looking for a landing fair. That's an incredibly funky interaction there.
Yes.
ABK gets countered, but it doesn't lead to his death, but he ends up getting stage fright and dying. Rage going to get a lot of damage here, 44, and the opportunity to trap the landing. I think Bayo is actually one of the few characters that can make Sora scared in Spana just because of ABK.
She's a lot of combo power, but not too much kill power. You have to go for either a back air setup or just a raw smash attacks. So Bayo can rack up a lot of damage, but she can struggle to kill sometimes.
That you can, Bayo can often mitigate that by getting killed off stage. That's not going to happen against Sora, but you can get a read with a hit off the top. Like if you get an up B up high and then take it to the fullest. Very nice stuff, waiting for the air dodge there. A lot of damage, but it's not enough to kill just yet. But this is the back air range, as you were saying, and there it is, comes out on the roll as Rage is in a very confident position here.
And a character like Sora with his floaty nature, he can evade most of those stray hits just by drifting outwards, catching the ledge. He's comfortable there. He can use his floaty jump to just maneuver around the way he wishes. But we see Solo struggling a bit now, moving around Bayonetta's combo game. We see Rage getting a lot of those correct approaches against Solo. And we see once again the counter. He just bounces off it.
That's consistent. That's very interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. But it's not enough. Like that means even if you get the counter, you have to then punish what comes next, which is awkward for Solo. I don't think he's used to these sort of situations. It's not the most common character for him. He's used to that Rosalina and Luma, and I feel like he may be out of options here, losing hope in this game, but he's still doing quite well at the moment if he can just get a kill from this advantageous position. But he gets indicated out the corner, and it's not looking good here.
Rage using most of his tools very efficiently at the moment. We see another straight up B here from Solo. That's going to be punished, but not the right percent to get most of it. But the counter, the witch time, will ensure a bit more percent, but not enough to get the final blow. A 124% detriment here for Solo. One combo could do it.
This is very interesting. Depends on how well defined Solo's punish game is, because he's got this opening here, but on Bayo, what can you do with that frame one bats within? Can you get a bit more? Rage smashing air dodge, mashing panic options. We could see the comeback here with a lot of Rage on Solo, but he's committed to the S-smash too early. Rage gets back in center, and now I don't know what you can do here if you're Solo.
Just get to the ledge as quickly as possible and build from there. We see another scramble here. Rage fighting for center stage. Keeping it for now. We see Solo trying to get in as cautiously as possible. Another back throw here. The percent is racking up. He's suddenly getting a bit more close. Freeze right there.
Not going to get the right timing on it. But this is a very strong position. Can Rage needs to clutch this out now. I don't know if he's got many more chances. Solo has so much rage here. Very risky Sonic Blade goes unpunished. Then there, oh, he's looking for the upper, but it's not going to find its mark. Somehow both are still alive. Rage has to be so careful. The Afro is going to do it actually very convincingly. But that was a stressful end to that game.
That was what I was talking about, right? Bayo struggles to kill. He had to get Sora up to 180% before he could get the finishing blow with a forward throw, which is not a strong kill move at all. That's the option Bayo has, that it works well considering the frame data and the general reach that Bayo has. It's gonna be exciting to see if Solo sticks to the Sora. He indeed does, and it looks like yeah, this is a very determined counter pick. This is specifically against Bayo as well, not just Shulk.
I guess there's only going to be so many opportunities for you to practice your character like this against strong players. Like these two played on Wi-Fi before. It's gonna, until the next EU major, you'll be able to play a player like Rage again. So maybe you try this so you get that valuable experience and it works out in the long run. And it was definitely holding his own with Solo. But he just sort of stays alive like that and just like sort of builds on the momentum that he gets. He can definitely take a game and even take a set.
We see a lot of stray hits coming in from Solo and him trying to make the most of it. But I would say the momentum is definitely on Rage's side. He makes the most out of getting in and getting close to Sora the way that he wants. But the free Saga there, not going to get too much out of it. And we see once again the scramble against center stage.
I'm loving how Rage is playing the corner here, but he does get grabbed, does come in too hard, finds his way out. What can he do here? Can he get a kill? Solo is very tricky, he's very defiant, but he overextends. That's a smart option from Rage. That's the first time he's used that witch time out of the Blizzaga, and it got him a stock. But that feels like a once per set trick.
Yeah, really smart option there. We do see Bayonetta's going for witch time at a prevalent rate, but not as much with Rage. He usually sees other options that are more efficient, but that was a really good use of the counter there. And once again, he has Sora on ledge. He has been dominating this ledge the entire time, and we see Solo just clinging on as good as he can. There's no way but the ledge at the moment because all of the stage belongs to Bayonetta.
I love the idea from Rage, but he did put himself in a very risky position. But I like the game plan that he's got. He's baiting jumps in from Solo and looking for ABKs. Solo does find the nair. It's such an oppressive move. So it covers so much space, very safe, and leads into kills at practically any percent.
Already a big deficit hitter, and it doesn't get better with the forward smash with the gun and the up smash to follow right there as well. The gun once again hitting. Sora's not going to have any problem with recovering, but it's the option from the ledge that's going to be its detriment. And once again, we see the backer coming out as a kill option here for Rage, who is in a one-stock lead. Of course, this is a, I think this is a best of, is it a best of 3?
Still best of 3, loses semis.
All right.
Time for it. So this is all to play for. Solo has to be very careful. He has to fight like his tournament life depends on it. And he's doing quite well, going to keep up with Rage, but the stock count is still in the Swede's favor.
And now it's all about just building percent. He can take the time that he needs and just get these Bayo combos on deck. And patient in shield, of course, baiting out the witch time there, but Solo doesn't get anything out of it. Instead, he finds himself where it's been all game, and it's a ledge. He gets a raw F smack there, though. Just do it.
Let it rip. And that's put Solo back in. He needed that. Has to be very careful around this threat of afterburner kick. Rage is looking for it a lot. Oh, okay, that's just consistent, isn't it? Just don't even use it. What's the point?
Yeah, Sora counter is not viable against Bayonetta.
No. I suppose it could work on witch twist, but not on the afterburner kick. These back airs are threatening, but Solo's not really troubled at the moment. Still staying alive. A lot of Rage.
Oh my god. Yeah, because of the distance, that's going to last for a long time.
Very nice awareness from Rage. Wants to just close this out. Simple as get it done. Move on to losers finals. But I don't know. Solo will be happy about that. There's still signs of life, but there's a lot of percent on him.
Good awareness, waiting for the edge dodge as well to fire off the gun. And Solo is in a corner right now, quite literally. He doesn't know where to go. 160%. Bayo kills late, but that's not going to be a problem as Rage is only on 30% at the moment and just avoiding every approach that Solo is trying to go for. Side B not connecting there. That's going to be the forward throw most likely. Not going to kill just yet. But again, a lot of percentage here on the Sora, and it's not going to be long before he sees his stock gone.
It looks like the next F-ray will do it. Hold on!
Oh!
Wait, that won't do it. Not just yet, but that's very close. That's got to be scary for Rage. So
yes,
looking for something deadly. I feel like some smash attacks coming. Oh, nearly. And unfortunately, the bats win are going to save Rage's bacon as the F-ray sends him off. Not going to do it just yet. The next one's almost certainly do it. The back air is very threatening for now. Dash attack definitely kills here. Landing forward into jab would kill. Sora has to play on point.
We see Rage taking his time, not rushing anything, falling out of the Thundaga there.
This gets very scary for Rage here. You can't allow a comeback here. You have to deny it. Stuff out any chances. These dash attacks are coming out. They're not getting punished. Oh, this is a very scary situation.
Oh.
Air dodge out, up B mashed out, and it gets the game, forces a game 3. Very good stuff from Solo. Staying alive until 189%.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Bayonetta struggles to kill. We see Rage, he is desperately trying to find the correct kill move, but it doesn't seem to solve the clue. And that results in max Rage Sora and the comeback for Solo. We see a game 3 on our hands here.
I love that. Holding his nerve, that's sort of what it shows why Solo is in a position like that, why he's among the best in Europe now, how he could get top 12 at Region yesterday.
Yes,
he has that mental fortitude in these very tense situations where his back is against the wall. He can still find his outs and play to them.
It's going to be exciting to see now. We see a change of scenario with Pokemon Stadium 2. 2 platforms to work with.
Oh,
Bayonetta,
that's a good start.
Bayonetta doesn't need the platform, so it just needs the air.
Solo has been SDIing very well. He hasn't died off the top yet in this set.
Oh my god, he just does it!
Who'd have thought that would be it? Out of nowhere. I'd get hit by that.
The intrusive thoughts win.
Everyone in the event you get hit by the F smash. That's crazy. Now Solo has put himself into a very tricky spot here, like a very large deficit, and Sora's not the best at approaching, I have to say. So long as Rage doesn't bite, doesn't get overconfident, he's in a very strong position.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Sora has his floaty nature, and it's not that quick with the S speed as well. So he has to be very particular with the way that he approaches his opponent. And with a character like Bayonetta that moves around everywhere on the stage all the time, it can be a bit difficult to get in. But that's why I also kind of am contemplating why Solo chooses to counterpick this. It might just be because of the local vibes, or it might be a very specific counterpick, we don't know. But I don't see this as a very favored Sora matchup.
I can understand that because Raid, the Battle Vin sort of messes with a lot of the optimal Sora combos, frame 1 escape option. And you don't really get to edgeguard Bayu as well, so it sort of just becomes a very stressful, long set, long game plan. I don't know if that's the way forward, but Solo has this very strong raw kill power, which Bayu doesn't have.
Exactly. That's the one thing that Sora can do compared to Bayonetta. Bayonetta needs a long time to kill. She needs to rack up the percent until you almost can't rack it up anymore. But while Sora, he can turn it around with just a bit of rage.
That's it. Rage is very good at denying these rolls through. Just if he can stay consistent, baiting neutral get up, sending it off stage once more. Solo will be happy to take a bit of damage so long as he's staying alive. The main thing for him is to avoid back air, avoid dash attack, avoid a landing ferret edge.
Very brave option then to go for the almost a re-grab on the ledge from Solo, but Rage not in the position to punish it, and that results in another scramble, another neutral situation. But the Witch time not coming in clutch there for Rage, didn't last long enough, but there we go. The up B is going to equalize the situation, but a 132% deficit here for Solo.
And when Solo is sort of playing very evasive, it's very hard for Rage to get those killing blows. Solo has played around dash attack and back air quite well when he's been at 100%, and that's why he's lived for so long. Does give away a free hit, another F smash, 2 for 2. And I feel like maybe control is slipping away from Solo here.
That's another argument in the matchup in general. Like, Rage can react to a lot of the options that Sora wants to go for with Witch Time, and that creates such a huge advantage for Bayonetta. So I don't think this is Smash specific. I think this is Solo wanting to get his character a bit more practice with top players in the same environment. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Solo knows more than we do. He most likely does.
He seems to know what he's doing. He's actually quite close to taking a set to bring it up. Does keep going for that counter, which is very interesting given what we've seen in the past 2 games. But the up air is incredibly strong, and he's found an opening. But Balvin saving Rage once more, denying any combo. But this is now a lead for Solo. It's a complete change of fortunes, and Rage is getting a bit too antsy. He's committing a very hard panic a lot in disadvantage. And I think Solo senses it. Oh, but a panic air dodge is going to eat a hill slide. This could be curtains. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Off the top. Wow. That's the first and only time Rage got a ladder this set, and that's all he needed. Very good stuff for Rage.
That was not the way I expected the set to end, but that was maybe a fit ending for how the momentum was all the way, considering that Bayonetta had most of the control, but Solo lived until 180%, like all 3 games almost. That was a game about kill power, and when Solo got the chance, he used it. He used the kill power that Sora has, the rage that Sora had at the moment, and turn it in his favor. But we see Rage regressing now, meeting his fellow Swede, the Schmixtape, in losers finals. And this is going to be a best of 5, right?
Yes, surely. I want to check the time. We ideally want to be out